All right, good afternoon, everyone. We're back live at the 2019 Barry Hooey one-time memorial tournament. Watching a little A-side match here. Larry Walper playing Rick Glenn. Larry at the table here in the styling jam-up shirt, I might add. And Rick in the blue Toronto Blue Jays sweater here. Both great players. This should be a great match. Make sure you guys click that share button for me. We're going to be here all day watching lots of great pool. So it's Ben Francis on the mic right now. If you guys are new to Q Sports Live, don't know my voice yet, or mix it up with Grant's. Good shot from Rick there. Nice little 3-rail shape. Don't know if he's got enough angle. He needs to punch this a little, I believe. Jack up underneath it a bit and punch it over. He's got to get all the way back down for the 3. And he tried to just spin it. Manipulate the angle a little bit. Missed the pot. So Larry has enough room to squeeze this 2 in the side by the 7, but he's got to go 3 rails, miss the 4-9, which he did, and miss the scratch down here in the bottom right, which he also did. And he's overrun it a bit, and now shape to the 4 will be a bit tougher. He's got to go up and down, get this cue ball center table when he cuts this 3 in. Oh, it looks like he's hit it perfect. Doesn't need to do anything from the 4 to the 7, sitting over the side. Just a little drag shot here. I would have maybe tried to avoid the rub on the 9, but it's probably not going to matter. He'll make sure he gets good angle on the 8. Get him back down there for the 9. Wow. Looks like a huge upset in the back corner table. One of my students, too, a guy who's taken a few lessons, Chris Demers, just beat Kevin Osborne. Meanwhile, Larry Walper with the first game over here. We're at the second annual Barry Hooey one-time memorial. Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Playing at the Leather Pocket. Great pool room this is. If you guys ever make it out to the Calgary area, come check it out. Leather Pocket Billiards. 8 9-foot diamonds, 8 7-foot diamonds, and 6 Valley bar boxes. Scratch on the break from Rick there. Ball in hand for Larry with not much in the way. Should be able to get on the 2 nice. The 3 to the 4 could be a bit of an issue. The red ball to the purple ball. Nice job from Chris there. That'll be best win of Chris's career so far. Oh, look at that. He tried to force it and it jumped out of there. But he got a jelly roll. Yeah, Chris indeed does beat Kevin Osborne. A score of 9-8. The B-side is getting tougher by the minute here. Lots of good players have already fallen. B-sides played on the diamond bar box as well, so that'll be a race to 6 8-ball. First round of B-sides already begun behind me. We're gonna watch a little 9-ball. We'll switch it over to some 8-ball maybe later on today or tomorrow. Looks like Larry's left just enough of this 2. Rick can cut it in. You got to play a good cue ball here to get the right angle on the 3 to get back down for the 4 next. Well, that's pretty well done. This is still very tough. He might be able to draw into the 6-ball, the green 6-ball on the left of the table. If not, he's got to zing this around. Looks like he's playing the draw. Yeah, and that's tough because you got to hit it fairly soft. Well, that's one way to do it. Just 2-rail it in the cross corner. How's that for a roll? Needs to go around the 7, but not too heavy. Might need to play a bank now. Bank in the side, but there's traffic. Needs to avoid the 8-9, which I don't know if he can. Might be better to find a good safe here. Maybe bank the 6 to where he's standing and send the cue ball 2 rails behind the 8. Oh, he went with the bank corner. What a shot. And now he's going to have to bank this inside as well. This would be a good way to get your first win on the board. Light a little fire maybe. Doesn't need to do much with the cue ball. You can just play a stop shot. Well, but he tries to roll. It makes the bank a lot tougher to make, but maybe a little two-way intent there. See what Larry can come up with. Maybe bank this to the rail behind the 8. I think is the shot I would play. You got to hit a little bit slow, but it's tough to sell out as long as you get that 7-ball right. That's the shot. No, he was playing the combination or the safe, and he accidentally made the combination, I think, because he shook his head. I don't think he was intending to make the combo. Now he's going 2 rails to hit this. This is a tricky little angle at 9, is blocking most of the path. Drives by it, ball in hand for Rick to tie it up. I think he'll go 3 rails here. Well, unless he's going to just squeeze in there and draw it, and play it behind the back. Look at this guy go. He's taking the long shot. I'm not sure I like this. This is a tough shot. Wow. I think he caught the rail just before the side. and somehow that ball still goes in. I think it caught just enough of the horn. The next big event we're at here will be the Ashton Twins Classic, January 2nd to 5th. The Grey Eagle Resort and Casino. If you want to get in on that as a player or maybe advertise your company, you can message us or you can message Joanne Ashton at the hidden spot. I see we got Nick Manuel over there playing a match. Just started. He's playing Rob Phillips. That should be a good one. Nick's got a lot more game than most people know. He plays fantastic. Larry to break. The third game. Yeah, there you go, Derek Moore. Rick Glenn is a former Camel Tour 9-ball pro. And Alton, no, they're not forgiving it. Just happened to catch the right piece of the side horn to trickle down there. It's kind of a weird shot. What's up, Robert? Testy long shot that Larry makes look easy. That was super tough off the rail like that. He rolled it in perfect. What's his angle like here? Can he draw to the right side rail and back out near middle table? Has to be careful that purple 4 doesn't come into play here. Looks like he's overcooked it a little or not enough. Don't think he's got there. We do have another side view here. Might show you a little bit better. It's jumping at least half of this ball. Good shot there. Looks like he's got a pretty good look at this 4 ball. He can follow this through with a little top spin and play the 6 on the left side, or he can just play a little draw. Get the cue ball to the left side rail, play the 6 in the top left. He likes to follow, but he undercut it just a hair. Rick's going to have to kick at this ball. I think off the left side rail there. And he'll probably want to hit 2 rails here. You don't really want to kick this in off 1 rail because then the cue ball stays right near the 4. So he wants to use a bit of the second rail. Looks like he's hit it perfect. It's a good shot there from Rick. And it looks like he's got a nice little angle here where he can come back across around middle table. He needs to make sure he gets the right angle on the 7 because I think he needs to either go into the 8 or float in behind it, but floating in behind it's a pretty tricky little shot. Doesn't want to go past middle table here, I think. Oh, I think he's overran that by quite a bit. Didn't want to be on this side of the ball, I'm pretty sure. We'll see what he does. He might have to load this up with inside spin. Maybe go 2 rails into the back of the 9. I don't know if he can go 1 rail into the 8 here. Tough to get enough siding. Looks like he has quite a bit of angle. I don't know how much good it would do him to try and come around either. Could play it with bottom left and come around 3 rails, maybe 4 rails in behind it, but that's a tall task. The other option is maybe just go back and forth into center table and then play a good safe. Yeah, he was planning a bank or a safe here. He's looking at where the 9's going to go here. I would assume from this angle he's just going to play the bank in the bottom left, but it's pretty tough. Yeah, he did play the bank. He's got the cue ball 2-way, but he left the 8 over the pocket. We're pretty close, though, over the pocket. This might be a little tougher than it looks. I don't know how much he can cheat the pocket here to get that cue ball all the way back down table. Well, he's going to take a really long shot on this 9. I think he can still cut this in, though. Cuts the ball well. Oh, he's playing the safe, and he's playing it well. Look at this shot. That's really well executed from Larry there. To thin that ball from that distance is not easy. I got distracted there. Looks like Larry made the 9, so he's up 2-1. Rick to break. A couple of our other great sponsors here. Graham Realty. Jacoby Custom Cues. Go check them out, guys. Good break. 9 ball is going to fall, but it doesn't count. Doesn't count in any of the pockets in this tournament. Just spots up. And I think he's going to be playing a push here. And it's really tough to push playing good players in this game. Usually you want to push to a jump shot or some sort of kick safety. Possibly a edge of the ball where the safe is tough. It's really tough to find good push-outs. Mr. Walper, no, I am not. I got a bye first round, then lost to Carlos. 9-5. He played well. I didn't. That's the way it goes. See what Rick's looking at here. I don't know about pushing to where he's pointing. He might just be leaving the one rail kick to the left side rail to maybe try to pot the one if he's pushing over there. It's not even a walk in the park to get the speed right to get this tight on the rail either. Yeah, so he's going to leave that one rail kick. I think you actually might see Larry give this back. I think it's a low percentage pot from there. Indeed, he gives it back. Well, he kicked at it pretty hard, hit it pretty full. Didn't get a good result. Larry's got to watch this cue ball. I don't think it has any choice but to go into the 5. Tough to avoid crashing into a ball here. That's why he chooses the safe and plays it well. Plays it really well. Don't know how much of that right side rail Rick can see here. He's going to need to load this up with left spin. I don't see any other route to get to the 1 here, even off 2 or 3 rails. There's nothing there, really. It's a spin off the left or the side rail. It's probably got to be the right side rail with maybe Mass A spin. Yeah, hopefully I am this tournament too, John. Yeah, he's still looking at that right side rail. I think he pretty much needs to jack up here, though. Don't think he can hit this with a flat stroke and get enough spin unless he's going 2 rails. Then it's tough to get enough speed and miss the 3. Yeah, he's aiming at this. He's going 2 rails here. Crisscross. Yeah, tough to not hit the 3 there with the speed you need. Really good save from Larry. That's what that was. It's a little bit tricky to avoid some traffic to get on the 2 in the side here, but he should be okay. He's going between the 3-6 window, just the 1 rail. Looks like good speed to me. Perfect. And you can just play a stop shot. The 4 ball's closest to the bottom left. That'll be next after the red 3. So doesn't need to do too much here. Balls over pockets are always nice. I think he needs to either pinch the pocket a little bit here or maybe just go forward. Use the one rail, get the cue ball back out to center table. He played to the other side of the ball, which is smart. Now he's got a nice little natural angle here to go one or two rails, depending what he prefers, to shoot the orange 5 in the left side next. He wants to make sure he doesn't have too much angle on that 5. Getting to the 6 will be a little tougher. If he lands straight in, he's good. He can just draw back. Oh, I like what he did there too. Don't try to play a little baby draw. You just overdraw it to the rail. Can't really go wrong. This is just a stop shot, and then 7 in the side. The 8's hanging over the bottom right corner. Should be taking a 3-1 lead here. If you guys were watching a couple weeks ago, Larry won a big tournament here in Calgary. His first major win. He won the Dave Senior Memorial. This is good speed. He's going to be straight in. Three-one lead, Mr. Walper. You can see his sporting a jam-up shirt there. Larry is a nice one too, with a Q Sports logo on the back there. You can go online and order yours. There's a little tab under there for some Q Sports Live gear. And JB cases. Contact us for details. You can get your hands on one of those. Beautiful cases. Easily the nicest piece of pool equipment I own. Well, Dustin, you probably won't even have to buy another one unless you just get sick of the colors, the one you have now. They have a lifetime warranty, those cases. All the zippers, clasps, straps, everything. Lifetime warranty. Well, this looks like a misplayed shot from Larry, but the 3-ball might give him a little insurance. And getting to the 2 from the 1 here is not easy. We'll see if Rick can maybe find a way to get the cue ball to the left of the 2 and maybe play a 2-9 combination. Then he doesn't have to worry about the 3. Well, he got it. Not in the intended pocket, but he got it. 3-2, and he's breaking to get this to 3-3. All right, Rick Glenn to break, trailing 3-2 in this race to 9. 9 ball goes in again. Seems to be a common theme on his break so far. He's laughing, said if 9 balls counted, you'd be hovering over my rack the whole time. He's got a little little bank with maybe a two-way cue ball here. Can try to bank this to the bottom right where he's standing. Natural spin should take him between the 4-7, maybe into the 9 ball here. That'll get him on the 2 if he does make the bank. He plays just the straight safe behind the 8 ball, and he does it really well. That's a fantastic shot from Rick there. Really well played. Larry's going to have to kick most likely 2 rails here. That right side rail and the bottom rail in behind the 1. Well, if he hits this good, he might be able to bank it up table between the 4-7 again. He's reaching for the jump cue. It gives him a little more insurance on the hit, the jump here, so I don't mind this choice. Should hit this. That way he's ensuring he doesn't give up ball in hand, at least. If you misjudge the kick, you might give up ball in hand here. Should be able to get some direction on this 1. Maybe the same thing between the 4-7. No, he spun it a little. Might have massed a bit, that's why he didn't get the hit. Really nice save from Rick there, rewarded. Two ball's still not extremely easy. I still think I like the path cue ball between the 4-7. Play the 1 in the side next, but he might have a different plan here. Maybe going backwards 2 rails between the 2-8. It's a good shot, but he crashed into the 8. Crashed and burned there. Does he play the bank? I think from what I've seen, he'll just play the little chip safe here behind the 9-3. Or behind the 5-8. Don't think that was his plan. Still got relatively safe. I don't think there's a window there. There might be. Larry's taking a look. Now he's taking a look at the cut, so there is a window there. Cue ball's pretty natural to get on the 3 here. As long as he doesn't run into the 8 again. How big is that 8 ball? It's a gigantic 8 ball. Real first try to cut this in. I think it's going to go on the side. Oh, it didn't, but it lays a little funny for Rick here. There's no easy shot here. I don't think he can roll this 3 past the 4 and just get safe. Do me a favor, guys, everyone with your volume on out there, click that share button for us. We're going to have lots of great pool all day today and most of the day tomorrow. Looks like he's loading up on this. Played the safe, and that's a really good shot as long as this cue ball doesn't find the pocket. Larry might actually be horn hooked here a little bit too. Smart shot from Rick there. What he tried to do was just draw that cue ball behind the 8-5-9. He had a wall of blockers over there. Played the 3 ball controlled off the 4 to leave it down table. Look at this shot from Larry. Nearly kicks it right in the pocket. How good did he hit that? We'll see what Rick's got here to get on the 4 ball. Soft spins it and rubs into the 7 perfectly. I think it'll be a 5-9 combination coming up next. Just draw this out to just right of center table. Combo looks pretty easy, I think. Should see Rick tie this up at 3. Smooths that ball in nicely. Oh, he extremely mishit that. Is he getting a roll, though? Is the 5 hiding behind the 8? I feel like it is. And this view confirms that. Larry's going to go back for the jump cue again. He's getting his money's worth out of that one. The way Rick plays, he'll be using that cue quite a bit more in this set. Still a long way to go, race to 9. Up and over the 8, try to pot this 5. Should get close. Oh, how about that? Rode the rail. And that's really not that terrible of a leave. I'm not sure he can see enough to cut this in the side. Even if he can, controlling the cue ball is no walk in the park here. Oh, he does really well there to pot that ball. Is he going to get a rub on the 7 to slow him down? He's not. Another tricky shot coming up here for Rick. Don't think this ball passes in the side. It's pretty tight. Let's see if he goes all the way downtown in the top right. Oh, this is nothing but net. Look at this shot. What a shot from Rick. Floats it in, gets perfect on the 7 too. Martin, what happened to Ben Francis? He's right here. You're listening to him. I lost 9-5 to Carlos, if that's what you're talking about. Good player. I didn't get the necessary rolls and didn't make the balls when I needed to. And he played great. Oh, that's a big mistake in a big game here. He did all the work and then he missed the easy one. Let's see if Larry can punish him. This is the game where you have to punish your opponent here. 4-2 or 3-3 is a big swing. Might look back on this game as being one of the keys to the set. Larry gives Rick another chance. Let's see what he does. Not easy to cut this or bank it. Bank looks a little easier from this angle, but it looks like he's taking on the cut here. Oh, that is a fantastic shot as well. Rick's played a couple of really good shots in this set. And we're only 6 games in. And that's going to tie it at 3. Karma Tattoo. Go check them out online, guys. Patrick Bayless, pretty sporty pool player himself. The hand-eye transfers to his artwork, I guess. And Brutal Game Gear. Go check them out online as well. Oh, yeah, don't worry about it, Martin. Can't win them all, right? You win some, you lose some. Get some tough draws, you get some not tough draws. That's the way it goes. Good break from Larry here. Look at this. Straight in on the 1, and the 2's a hanger. You gotta love that. 3 goes in the bottom left here, so doesn't have to do a whole lot from the 2 to the 3, depending how deep that 2 is in the pocket. Good opening shot. Yeah, we'll see if the rolls start going my way, Martin. Maybe make a little comeback. You never know. This is not bad from Larry. He can sort of just draw this cue ball into the 7. Maybe take the angle on the 4 next. He needs to watch what kind of rub he gets on the 9 when he cuts this purple 4 in the top left. You gotta play this with lots of top, I think. And most likely play the 5 in the bottom right next year. Would he overcut it? Maybe had a little 9 ball on his mind there. Easy to miss the pot when you're thinking about the rub on the next ball. We'll see if Rick shapes the combo here or if he just drops underneath this 5 with draw shot. I think he'll play above this and play the 5-9 combination. He's just waiting until Nick Manuel with Nick's cue innovation. There he was on the right of your screen playing Rob Phillips. Yeah, Rick's coming above this. Got to watch the 8 doesn't come in here, which it very nearly does. He got away with one a bit there. He didn't want to go into the 8. Can almost guarantee that. Five-9 combination to take his first lead of the match here. Drains it. Rick Glenn, ladies and gentlemen. Another one of our great supporters here. Canadian Q Sports. Go check them out online. You can see all their stops and all the info on how to get into one of their leagues. And the thumper jump break cue. You want to get your hands on one of those, send us a message. We'll hook you up. Looks like Steph Toy's gonna sit in for a minute while I maybe go have a little lunch.
A little snacky snack.
It's about that time.
It's yeah, you got to keep your energy up. It's gonna be A tough day.
It's going to be very, very, very tough day. Yes.
A few upsets, and the B side just got really ugly. So we'll let Ben just go have a quick bite. Rick to break here in the 8th rack. Dry break. Two really good players here. These guys are battling it out to stay on the A side. Like I just mentioned, the B side just got really ugly. Couple of upsets. Carlos defeated our very own Ben Francis, 9-6. Joe Spence went to the B side early yesterday. Lost to Albert Augustin, who we saw earlier. Albert then defeats Brian Butler, Hill. So Brian Butler's on the B side. Chris Demers just beat Kevin Osborne, Hill. So Kevin Osborne on the B side. Jordan Rothmal beats Stephen Holem, 9-7. That's most of the upsets I can think of off the top of my head. I'm sure still a few to come, but the B side, like I said, just got really tough. Joe, Stephen, Ben, Brian Butler, all on the B side. So you definitely want to try your hardest to stay on the A. Larry's going to have to figure out what he's going to do with this 5-ball. 5-ball does not go in the top right. I don't know if he's going to try something fancy. He's just going to go with the combo, it looks like. I don't think it goes by. Looks tight. He's been down on it a couple of times here. Looking. Just tight. Gets on the good side. We'll see what Rick answers back with here. He may opt to just play the safe. Maybe just chip the left side of that 5-ball. Leave the cue ball behind the 6, 7, 9. Which he does well. Oh, I could be wrong, Derek. I've got so many scores floating around. It probably was 9-5. If that's what it says, that's probably what it was. Jordan played really well, is all I know. Some distance here. Stroke test for Rick. Oh, gets an unlucky scratch. Gonna give Larry ball in hand here. So if you guys are just tuning in, a little bit of a different format for this tournament. This venue here has 8 9-foot tables and 8 diamond 7-foot tables. So the format we're playing today is 9-ball on the 9-foots on the A side, the winner's side, racing to 9, and we are going a race to 6 on the 7-foots, 8-ball on the 7-foots. So we are able to utilize up to 16 tables. which is great for the players. Less wait time, goes really fast. I did take a couple of tables out of circulation just because of traffic and spectators, whatnot in the room. But we are using about 7 and 6, so 13 tables. So today may not be too long of a day. The games are going fairly fast. We are going to bring back the final 8 tomorrow, so the money matches for tomorrow. So we'll see what time we end today. I don't think it's going to go too long. At rack for Larry, so he's going to even it up at foursies. Basic rules for this tournament is racking with the 2-ball in the back, no template racks, no 9s on the break. All the 9s are spotted. BCA rules and cue ball fouls only. Lagging for break and alternate thereafter. So Larry to break, rack 9. Larry gets a couple balls off the break. Nice layout here. Didn't get great on the 1, but everything is wide open. Ran into that 7 ball. So Rick is going to get a good look at this table here. Everything goes, nothing's tied up. Just a little bit of tic-tac-toe here. I like his chances. Oh, just double horned out on that side. He was concentrating on getting back for that 7. I don't really know if he gift wrapped it for Larry or not. I don't think Larry sees that full ball. A little tick, and he gets behind the 8. Nice shot. Looks like Rick's getting his jumper out here. I know a lot of you viewers, the regular viewers, haven't seen a whole lot of Rick Glenn, but Rick is a player that has just come out of hiatus. His first year back in league was last year. Did very well in Vegas. Re-ranked himself as a Vegas master. Tons of experience, has played years and years and years with some of the biggest names in Canada. I have a feeling that you'll see a lot more of him coming up in the near future. He's playing a little bit more tournaments. definitely more pool. And Larry, like I've said before on many of my other streams, Larry is one of the dark horses, is kind of one of the up-and-comers, is one of my probably top player, I would say, in Calgary. Top player, if not top two, most improved player in the last couple of years. He's really worked on his game, and it shows on how much he cashes in these tournaments lately. Left himself some angle on this 8, so he's just got to stroke this in. Don't want to sit on it. A little bit short side, keep going. A little bit more separation would have been nice, but it is still makeable. Little tick for the 9 in the side. Larry keeps the lead. 5-4. Give me 1 minute, guys. I just got to get one more match up here. I'll be back in just 2 minutes. Okay, sorry guys, I'm back. Just had to update a match. Make sure the table is going. Looks like Grant is back from his match.
I am back.
So we'll do some tag teaming here while I jump on and off anyway.
I don't know where Ben went.
Ben just, I ordered some ribs, so he helped me finish those, and he just went for a quick break. He'll be right back.
Okay. I ordered some food. I'm starving.
Yeah, it's about that time.
It is. It's a late breakfast today.
So as far as I know, we are tied at 5 here. It looks like Larry has just gone for a quick washroom break.
Larry Walper. It's good to see. Larry's been playing really, really great lately.
I just kind of gave the rundown on both these players. Rick just coming out of hiatus, and obviously had played with some of the Canadian best. And then Larry, probably my pick as the dark horse, most improved player over the last couple of years. Larry is playing some outstanding pool.
Yeah, I'd have to give it prior to Larry. It would be Ben for sure.
Yeah.
And Francis, and now.
But Ben's been pretty established for a few years now.
Yeah, and I think Larry's kind of taken over the reins.
So Larry racking.
Did you update my match?
the 11th rack. Two ball in the back. No nines on the break. Tied at 5.
And I guess while you're on, I'm going to somewhat be radio silent and try to get caught up on a few tickets for the viewer advantage.
I wrote out Tim's. Tim Hazlitt sent in for one, and I wrote
Okay,
his
yeah.
out. He was here, so I gave him his half. We have Nick Manuel, our Q maintenance guy, who plays some pretty outstanding underrated pool himself.
Nick's Q Innovations, you'll see him as a sponsor of Q Sports Live.
Yeah, he is playing Rob Phillips just to the side here, just to the right of the table that we're watching. That's Nick that you see in the top right. Russ Whittle and John Pay-Pompey are playing. Clayton Simons and Leo Gamble from Saskatchewan playing to the top right there too. Albert Augustin and Chris Demers playing at the very top of the screen. Jordan Rothermall and Paul Richens playing to the top left of their screen. I know you guys can't tell really who's who. All you see are feet. But some really good matches going on. Carlos and Jeremiah are playing right now.
What's Nick and Rob's score? Tough for us to tell because they are using coins.
Yeah, no flip cards or beads on these tables here. They're using coins on the table to mark their games. Like you can see here, for those of you who are wondering, they've got quarters. Looks like on the 5th diamond on this table that we're watching. So we are tied at 5-5. So every time you win a game, you move your coin 1 diamond. That's how the players kind of keep track. Nice stroke by Rick on that 4 ball. Gets perfect on the 5. Just enough angle to come off that left rail for the 6.
And if Zachary Warrington is tuned in again, if you can comment either on Facebook or YouTube, let me know what your Facebook profile looks like. I can get a ticket out to you.
Looks like Rick is starting to find his stroke here. He just wants to put some top on this ball, come off the top rail, back to about where he is for the 8, or just stun it over.
Yeah, just move the cue ball perfectly. How's that?
That's why I'm on this side and they're on that side. This 9 ball to regain the lead, get 1 up on Larry.
No problem.
James on YouTube says quarters to mark the games must mean the economy is doing better.
Not here.
It's partly, I guess it is slightly coming back. It's not as bad as it has been for the last couple years. However, we have taken pennies out of circulation. And as you know, pool players are a little squeaky when they walk. So I think that they would prefer to use pennies, but they're hard to find these days. They could be nickels too, so.
It could be nickels.
Chances are they probably are nickels, now that I think about it.
I think the stream table has quarters.
Somebody must have been feeling
Look
rich.
out. Not easy for Larry here. Tough opener on this 1 ball.
Dry break. It does go.
It does. He can back cut or just straight cut over to the bottom right-hand corner.
That 3 ball does go on the top right too, so this table is
Hits it to
doable.
perfection. Perfect shape on the deuce. Nice
Yeah.
angle. You might have to get the reach or the rest,
The bridge.
the bridge,
The granny.
stick. one of a million ways to call whatever
He's getting
it is
his
that.
extension.
Oh, that works too. I probably should have grabbed my extension a couple of times in my match with Ozzy, and I tried to use the rest, and I should have went for my extension instead. Sitting good. Now,
Yeah, nice on the 3 here. He's just got to pop out to center table for the 4.
it'll be interesting to see if that 5 passes the 9. I think he runs out. If it doesn't pass the 9, he may set himself up for this 5-9 combo.
I think the 5 ball does go. I think it just squeaks by.
Because with the table layout, you really don't want to, especially with that kind of an angle, you don't want to chance it. But if it doesn't go, oh, it must go the way he hit that. What's going on, Lou? Thanks for tuning in again. And of course, guys, if you are, he did go for the 5-9.
Oh, ho, ho.
If you are just joining in, guys, help us out. Hit that share button.
It's going to leave Rick here the combination. 5-8. It's a
Well, and
big
if he
pocket
hits
with that
this-
9 ball.
If he hits that right, he'll have the 5-9. Kind of stunned on that on the 5 ball, but this to me looks like Outsville for Rick.
Just back to the left rail. You think he's going to come on the bottom? No, he didn't mess
Pops
around
that.
there.
That's actually perfect. Overhit a little. But I like to play with the 5 off the 9. Pop that 9 ball off the bottom rail.
It does slice in. I was kind of questioning whether that
It
was
was tough.
sliceable.
He made it
was
look easy,
Close
but-
to the rail.
Yeah, he made it look easy. It was not an easy shot. Of course, most of the good players make things look easy that are not.
Oh.
Does he get it in the side? Does it have the legs? Massive back cut from Larry, or for Larry here. I know it doesn't look like it on the stream, but it is a healthy back cut.
Is he going for the back cut? It looks like it's
would
putting
think
some
so.
outside on the 7.
Oh, he had tons. He hit that all the way to the right-hand side of the pocket. He hit that good.
Only thing that could have been better is to not be on the rail, but he's good here.
All right, guys, and as I mentioned earlier, we do have the viewer advantage going. It is a $700 Canadian shopping spree to be used at any of our sponsors, whether that's with Jacoby Custom Cues, Jam Up, Thumper, Brutal Game Gear, JB Cases. You can spend that all at one spot or spread the cash around. Really, the choice is yours on which way you want to do it. If you do want in to win, qsportslive@gmail.com if you're in Canada. If you are outside of Canada, send us a message to the Q Sports Live page, and I'll let you know how you can get in to win. Rack number 12 coming up. Larry Walper to lead off rack 12. Now they have this. Did I just see that right and Larry move that coin on his side to make it a 6-6? Well, I'm going to go with what their coins say. The coins say that this match is 6-6. So I'm going to go with that. Maybe I missed it on the last rack. So scratch on the break from Larry gives Rick ball in hand. Not easy from the 2 to the 3. kind of wants to stay right in line with where he's at right there. Shoot this 2-ball in and put that cue ball right aback, right to the same position it's at now. That'll give him the cut on the 3 into the top right-hand corner. Oh, he lights it. So he'll probably now take this into top left-hand corner, 2 rails for the 4-ball into the top right-hand corner. Can kind of play the 2-way shot here. Oh, it looks like he's back cutting. Back cut with a 2-way. Is the 5 going to be the helper? The 5, the 7, and the 9 all helping out. Although I do believe he's got the window between the 9-4 to at least go down and make the hit. Nice little rub on the 7. I can't really see. Let's see if this angle will show us. I don't know if the 7's poked its way in there or whether he's got the 3 straight. Looks like straight by the way he's cueing. Dead on to the 4-ball. May play underneath. Split the window between the 6-9. And play the 5-ball back down to the bottom right-hand corner. Or the side pocket. That will also work. Yeah, it's part of the game, John. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. That is 9-ball. Rick Glenn looking to regain the lead. These guys are going game for game. Indeed. And speaking of the Jacoby Black, it is one of the sponsors at Q Sports Live. The Jacoby Black, if you are looking to get your hands on it, we do get a little bit of a deal on those. And if you are looking for information on it, just send again a message to the Q Sports Live page. Get back to you. I'll let you know exactly what that deal is. We do have a couple in stock. And when I say in stock, I mean that at Jacoby Q's, we do have a bin there. And they do have shafts that we would have in stock at their location. So as soon as we confirm that you've ordered it, they will get it shipped out. And typical shipping day, if you are in Canada, can range 7 to 10 days, depending on customs. Could take longer, but that is typical. I will say as we draw closer to Christmas time, you can add some days to that. And of course, guys, if you are just tuning in, help me out, hit that share button. See if we can get our numbers back up. We are sitting at 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon local time. We are here at the Leather Pocket in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. That's the one right there, Leather Pocket. And a dry break. And it looks like Larry might be able to see this 1-ball, at least for the hit. I can almost guarantee it doesn't squeak by that 7-ball. And of course, oh, Larry tried the combo. Does he get the safe? That'll be close. I think Rick's got it, but it's definitely close. In fact, I know he's got it. I'm staring down the barrel at it. Give me 1 sec here, guys. Sorry about that. So Rick definitely has the in on the 1 ball. It is 1-2. Jacked up, hampered over a ball. Could be trouble. Makes it look really easy. That's a lot harder of a shot than what he made it look. Makes it look simple. And again, same thing, 2-3, not easy. But again, he's making it look easy. 3 will pass the 7 now at bottom left. A little bit of a pinch. Perfect shot. 4-ball top right off the top rail, back out. 5 into the top left-hand corner. And based on the layout of the table, there is really no work to do here. Maintain position. And it should put Rick on the hill. And went a touch far on the 6-ball, but it will still work. Looks like Steph's going to join us again. I'm going to jump off real quick here, guys. My lunch, well, I guess breakfast, has arrived. So I'm going to jump off quick, put some food in my stomach, and I'll jump on as soon as I'm done.
Put some fuel in the caboose.
Something like that.
Oh, no. That was unfortunate for Rick. Just he was really worried about scratching in the side. Goes straight into the top right. So Larry gets the 9-ball by default there. We're at 7s. So Larry breaking the 15th rack here. Race to 9. This whole match has been neck and neck. Little tit for tat. These are great matches to watch. Both these players are exceptional gentlemen. Really nice guys. Play a super solid game, very sportsmanlike. I am rooting both these players equally. It is a race to 2, John. Is Larry going to get on this 3-ball here? I'm not sure if that 3-ball goes unless you land on it not perfect like that. Looks like it does. May have to put a little bit of, just a touch of outside on it possibly. It is tight. Rick is just questioning how close it is. Just going to call Grant in for a ref here to watch this shot. It is close. Flip over the camera angle here for you guys. Larry does have to put some outside on it to get it even close. Nice shot. Very, very nice shot. A little bit of draw just to get perfect on this 5-ball. Looks like Larry's going to play the 6 in the side. Larry playing the ball here really well. Every angle plays really good for the next shot. Very good shape. Next to perfect on this 9. It's like a 1-degree cut. Larry 1 up, 8-7 over Rick Glenn. Racing to 9, so Larry is the first to the hill. Expect to see a big snap here from Rick. He wants this to be a wide open table. Gets a ball, gets 2 balls. And it looks like might be tough for the 3-9 combo, but that would be an option. A little bit of a steeper cut on the 2-ball than he would have liked to have seen. He may be able to get to the right side of that 3. Alternatively, just bump it out, take it to the bottom right. 4-ball does go to the top left, but does not go by the 9, I do not think. But the 4-9 is there. Oh, he didn't. I don't think he got over far enough. He might have an edge. Oh, almost got it. Double horned it, triple horned it out of that side pocket. Larry's just debating what to do with this 4-ball here. It does cut down to the corner, but that's a tough shot. Opts to play the safety. And just gets there perfect. He is directly behind that 8-ball, full ball hook. So I think we're going to see Rick get his jumper out here. Rick needs this rack to stay alive in this match, and like I said, you definitely want to stay on the A side because the B side just recently got very, very ugly. He makes the hit, but leaves a bit of a duck for Larry here. 6-ball does pass to the top right, past the 9. I think Larry's going to probably try and get back to about where he's at right now. Almost perfect. Good angle on the 6 to stay on that end of the table for the 7. Just wants to come just left of the 8-ball for the 7 and around that area. He played it a little risky. Oh, I did not see that one coming. I thought that he would have just played to the left of the 8. He's got lots of room between the 8 and the 9 for that 7-ball to cut into that top right corner. I think he tried to get a little too perfect on it. Looks like there might be just a hair of separation between that cue ball and that 7. Yeah, you know, the game of pool is, she's tough. Yeah, Larry's not going to be happy with that outcome. He definitely some frustration on his face there. He knows that he made the wrong choice. So looks like we may actually get a hill match here. It's pool's tough, you know. Sometimes you feel confident and you feel good and everything's kind of rolling your way, and you let that confidence kind of overrun you. A little bit of frustration on Rick's face there too. Ball in hand, left himself a little tougher on this 8-ball than it needed to be, but it's still makeable, still goes. Good recovery there. This 9-ball to go 8s, and we are hill, folks. Some knuckles just to get this last game off on the right foot. Yeah, you know, those your confidence is very deceiving sometimes. Sometimes you just feel like you're in dead stroke and you get your weight down perfect and you're super confident, and then something like that happens and it's soul crushing sometimes. This is going to be the last game of this set. Hill with Larry to break. If there was ever a time to break and run a table, this is it for these guys. If you have not seen the challenge bracket, the B side is ugly. Joe Spence, Ben Francis, Brian Butler, Ozzy Osbourne, Kevin Osborne,
Stephen
Holem, all on the B side. So the B side
it's
is
ugly over there.
Oh, you definitely want to pull out all the stops and stay on the A side. Few upsets. So Larry gets a couple balls on the break and looking good on this table.
That was the key shot right there.
He has
The other
natural
one
shape on this too for the 3.
Yeah, the other one is 3 to 4, 4 to 5.
It is the 4 ball that's sitting just on the center diamond at the bottom of the table there.
I mean, the 7 ball's nice and tight into that pocket, so it is a
Helpful.
easier combo, but you've got to be able to control that 4 ball. And Larry's looking good. He needs angle here.
He's got it.
He's got a little bit, yeah. That's what he's looking for. He's going to try to draw all the way back to the left. Does he get the help from the 9?
That was fortunate.
He got help in the way that Rick can't make it, but he can see to hit.
He can chip the paint off this 3 ball, get a good safety or at least some good distance.
I think that's all you're going to have to play here is more or less the separating safety. Just chip that 3 ball back down to the bottom end of the table, leaving the cue ball up to the top. If at all possible. I mean, it's not an easy shot. Not from here. Not from this angle.
Yeah, these diamonds tend to spit out those forced shots.
So he goes the other way using the 5. Does he get it? Does he get it? He's got it. Larry's going, might have to go short stick.
I think Larry's got an edge here.
He does have an edge.
I always prefer to take the hit rather than risk the jump. I mean, unless you're
In this spot, for sure.
amazing at jump shots. But
Great shot.
if you can see it, I would much prefer go for the guaranteed hit.
Yeah, that was a really nice shot. Even Rick gives
Yeah.
the table a tap.
Exactly, and that's
Good
what I was
show of
saying.
a good show of sportsmanship.
That's what I was
for
saying
sure.
before. Both these players, I'm rooting equally. They're such nice guys, good sports, such good table demeanor. And as a spectator, that's
makes the
kind of
4.
what
Makes
I
the
look
7.
for.
Makes the
9
7.
ball.
Unfortunately,
Take the fluke.
I don't think Rick can see enough of the 3.
I
Not to
think
make
he
it.
can hit it, but he can't cut it to the corner. So he's looking for a safety here.
What a good match this has been. I was going to, after I finished, I was going to go out and check the weather. But
Then you saw it was Hill.
I saw it was Hill, and I thought, nah, I want to come and sit down and see what happens before I go check the weather.
Yeah, on that 3 ball, I kind of thought, because John was saying that he would have played a little bit of a left. I just would have played some top on it and came off that top rail and back down, but Larry chose to try to draw back on it. And, it's all player preference, right? Whatever. I, for sure, try to stay away from any draw because my draw is terrible, but
I think that was probably your game-winning shot. If Larry could have pulled that off, I think he was out there.
it was...
This is now a potential wired 3-9 combo.
That was a stroke test because Larry was right close to the rail, fairly straight.
So you can almost play this as a two-way shot. The 3-9 combination, the cue ball with a little bit of top right-hand spin, go 2 rails back out with enough weight to come underneath the 8 ball, if in fact you do miss. Potential game-winning shot.
A little bit of a freebie here.
It's a free swing. And Rick knows it, so he's certainly going to take the fly at it.
John, it is not cold in Arizona. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
When you go outside and the air hurts your face, that's cold.
So he tried to draw into that, and I'm not sure I would have liked that. I don't think I'd have played it that way.
I
I
like
would've
what
just
you
soft
said. I like
roll,
the
right,
two
with
rail
the
to
2 rail
come
top
back.
right, and use the. It's the 4 ball actually.
Yeah, it's the
Not
4
the
ball
8.
on the center diamond, bottom of the table here.
And from here, I gotta favor Larry to get out.
You did it. Just shh. Let's just let them play their game.
Are we taking orders for cookies?
The cookie factory just has barely opened for the season. I've been so busy. I tried to get a jump start on it, and it just time has not been on my side.
Rick looking to back cut the 3. Left side pocket. And there, I'm sure, is the game winner. It's a hit and a stick.
You know what? Either one of these guys on the B side is going to make the B side even tougher, because neither of these guys you want to play on the 7-foot either.
With the whole B side is nothing but tough. There is not anything easy about that B side.
I almost want to take these cameras and flip it around to the other side of the table. No, Rick is heavy on the weight.
Hit a little bit. Shouldn't be a problem for Rick, though.
Back and forth
He's
here.
diced these in lots. Nothing but net. And again, just a little sharp on the weight, but
No problem.
I think we can put this ticker on the side of Mr. Rick Glenn. But a amazing effort
Wow.
from Larry Walpert. He played phenomenally well. Calgary's most improved player. With that being said, guys, we are going to do a quick shutdown restart. I do want to flash up the viewer advantage here one more time. We did change it up a little bit, where before we kind of gave you 3 options that you could have chosen from. This one is a little bit different in the fact that it is a shopping spree, 700 Canadian dollars to spend any way you want. And that's to be spent at any of our suppliers or sponsors. Jacoby Custom Cues, Jam Up Apparel, you can get the T3 Jump Brake Cue, Brutal Game Gear, or JB Cases. Spend it all at one or spread the money around. It's really your choice on how you want to do it. That draw is coming up tomorrow evening at the conclusion of the event. If you do want in to win, qsportslive@gmail.com if you're in Canada. If you are outside of Canada, send a message to the Q Sports Live page. Tickets are $20 Canadian per pack. So, with that being said, we'll get the next set of matches locked, loaded, ready to rock and roll for you. We'll do a quick shutdown, restart, get those ready to go, and we will be back here in about 15 minutes. On behalf of myself, again, Stephanie Toy, and the rest of the Q Sports Live crew, we very much appreciate you tuning in. We'll be back here in a quick 15 minutes or so. We'll see you back.